Not at all.
I cannot hear Blue at all. What? I cannot hear him. You can hear me, though.
I can hear you.
Yeah, well, I mean, all right, we'll figure it out. Make sure they can hear us. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. We're live at Heritage High School as the Palm Bay Pirates travel to face the Heritage Panthers. Coach, both teams 1-0 coming off Week 1 wins. Palm Bay beats crosstown rival Bayside, and Heritage handled Satellite pretty well last week. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, it's a rivalry game. It's a special game if you live in South Brevard. You got some faces that have been around a long time. You got Joe Cohen coaching over on the Heritage side. You got Mike DeGory over on the Palm Bay side. Of course, Dan Burke, longtime head coach of Palm Bay. You got Mark Ainsley, D.C. over here at Heritage. You got a lot of old faces. Same old rivalry. It's going to be a real tough football game. And we're going to find out what Heritage is made of tonight.
Yeah, we got a couple Pirates on this Heritage coaching staff, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Some old ones, some younger ones. So didn't see who won the toss. We were looking down here. So, Coach, some notes on some Palm Bay. Obviously, the legend's back.
Yep, 11 men in a phone booth.
He don't care if you know it's coming. He's
right.
He's ready to rock and roll. Just make you stop it.
That's right. And for years he was successful at doing it, and everybody knew, like you said, everybody knew what was coming, but you got to stop it.
And tonight, obviously, he's playing that tough, stout Heritage defense. 41-0 last week against a decent Satellite team. You know, they played well defensively. Offensively, they struggled. Forced a lot of turnovers. And, I mean, we don't got to say every week. Everybody knows what happened in the offseason with Heritage. And, you know, they got a plethora of athletes on this football team. So,
yeah, I don't think Satellite had more than 20 yards of offense last week. That was a really good defensive performance by Heritage.
And, you know, me and you both are down there on the field at halftime, at pregame, and the message from the Palm Bay coaches is we don't do all that talking. All that talking is, you know, that's not Palm Bay football. You know, we're going to come play football and punch you in the mouth and try to run the ball down your throat.
Well, they're going to have the opportunity here real soon. These
Looks
guys
like
all know each other. You know, they all played youth league together. Some of them live next door to each other. So it's a great rivalry game. The records don't matter. Sometimes the momentum doesn't matter. You go into a rivalry game, all bets are off. You throw out all the stats, you're going to have a tough football game.
Yeah, Coach, and one thing with this game is, you know, numbers-wise to me is, you know, Heritage looks like they're approaching 50 on the sideline. I think Palm Bay has 33 dressed.
Yeah, and it used to be the other way around. Like we talked about last week, Heritage always had multiple two-way players. And then this year they have very few two-way players, and they're rotating defensive linemen, which is huge for a defense when you can rotate defensive line. Not only are they rotating, but they don't lose a step when they rotate. And that's a game changer. That's something the Heritage has not had through the years.
Heritage will kick off to Palm Bay. Number 4, Jeremy Pittman, is the deep man for the Pirates. Bradyn Davis with a kick. It's going to be fielded by Pittman. Brought back to the 35-yard line, tackled by number 22 of the Panthers, Andrew Young, the transfer from Palm Bay.
Yeah, that's a good opening sign for Heritage special teams because they've given up some big kick returns in the first couple games in the Classic game and last week at Satellite. So they're very pleased to have the opponent starting on the 35 after a kickoff.
1st and 10, Pirates on their own 35-yard line, Coach, and we talked about it pregame. We're going to see the I formation. We're going to see train. We're going to see counter.
Yep, and when you play against Palm Bay, when they line up like that, your scout week, the scout cards are nothing like any of the other scout cards any of the other weeks. So you've got to be very prepared to make sure you line up properly to unbalanced and tight end wing.
Handoff goes to Pittman up the gut. Brought down by Devin McDonald. Folks, we do not have a working scoreboard here tonight at Heritage High School, so we will update you with the time when we are given the time. Again, there is no working scoreboard. The time is being kept on the field by an official. 2nd and 10 for Palm Bay. Coach, how about that tailback lined up 8 yards deep?
Old school, baby.
Little down G to the right side. Nice run. That's going to be a 6-yard gain by number 8 of Palm Bay. That is Duel Fider Jr. Looks like it was 9. I apologize. That is Bradyn Cook on the carry. Third and 5 for Palm Bay. Same play again. This time Red in the backfield. That's brought down by number 54, Zach Hicks Jr. Emery Foster back deep to punt the football. J.R. Samuels deep for Heritage. It's going to be kicked right to him. He's going to get to the right side. He's got some room. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Emery Foster. Great field position for Heritage, Coach, starting on the Palm Bay 46-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a great job out there on the block. You saw the Heritage, instead of blindsiding the guy, which back in the old days, that was legal, he put his hands up in the air and he turned his back to him so that it didn't turn into a penalty. Back in the old days. A handful of years ago. It's so hard not that you're a whole guy. I remember last week we saw Devin McDonald clean somebody's clock.
He did, and that is a grown man playing middle linebacker for the Heritage Panthers.
Coming out in the two-back set.
Benson gets the first carry, breaks the tackle. Coach, he's going to pick up one if he's lucky. Big Damarion Harpe, Big Worm on the tackle. That's his nickname. I coached him at West Melbourne. Big Worm. Great job there. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech, home of the million-mile warranty, located on Irwin Ave in Melbourne on 192. Rich's Auto Tech is your trusted local resource for car repair of all makes and models. Rich's ASE-certified mechanics will ensure your vehicle is fixed correctly on your first visit. Rich's Auto Tech is also home of the free loaner cars for customers as well as other service perks. 2nd and 9. Handoff left side. Benson, he's got the edge. It's going to pick up 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Heritage.
Yeah, he was dead in the backfield, but he's got such great feet and agility that he ran through the first tackle. But a lot of work to get 5 yards.
Yeah, this D-line from Palm Bay has got some pretty good size, Coach. Folks, give Rich's Auto Tech a call at 321-726-0636. Again, Rich's Auto Tech at www.richesautotech.com. Third and a long 4 for Heritage. Tenta lined up in the shotgun. Tenta takes a snap, hands off right side. That's Judah Knight, big hole. Great block by Keegan Matchell. Judah Knight down to the 11-yard line. Heritage Panthers looking to strike first. Great run by Judah, Coach.
Yeah, it was. And like you said, there was a great block up front, get him a hole. He's got great ability to cut in the open field. He's hard to tackle.
Coach, that was number 15 on the block. Again, Keegan Matchell. First and 10 from the Palm Bay 12-yard line. Benson with a carry to the left side. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, Coach. Great job by that Palm Bay defense. Big number 98. Marquise Oliveira. Second and 9 from the 11-yard line. Monroe and Alexander split wide right. Benson in motion. Tenna's going to take snap. He's going to roll right. Gets it to Benson early. Coach walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Heritage.
Wow. That's a great call right there. Anytime you get somebody receive the ball in the red zone and have that much real estate, that's just a great C by the OC, whoever called that play.
Coach, I mean, they were essentially in twins right, wing left, ran the wing in motion. Slant, flat route. Benson walks into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night.
And then also you have a mismatch issue, too. If you put somebody on Benson and he's in motion, he can move.
Kick is up. Braden Davis's kick is up and good. And, Coach, I don't care what level you're playing. You got a man going full speed in motion as a defender. If you're not moving, you're not keeping up with him.
Yeah, you got to keep outside leverage of that motion.
Again, folks, we got no clock tonight. I have no clue how much time is left in the first quarter. Heritage is up 7-0. Best Private Investigations. When it comes to private detective work, you won't find a more engaged or better equipped agency than Best Private Investigations. BPI specializes in many types of investigative services, including background checks, asset and fraudulent cryptocurrency recovery, civil and criminal cases, cheating spouses, child custody, fraud recovery, identity theft, cybersecurity, surveillance, tracking, executive protection, and missing persons. If you need help, don't settle. Go for the best private investigation service you can get. For more information, call 321-508-4492 or visit online www.bestprivateinvestigations.com. My third grade reading teacher would be happy with me.
You do better off the phone than you do off paper, I've noticed. I think your eyes are used to the phone.
Oh, Pittman bobbles the kick return, Coach. He's looking for some room, and Heritage is there. He breaks one tackle. Going to be brought down around the 11-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for Palm Bay. They got to go 90 for 6.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough break right there. He got short-hopped on that bouncing ball.
Larry, the Cocoa game is on BSN. Knockreiner and I'm not sure who's with him. I think Caleb or Logan is up there. Vieira up 7-0 on satellite. Tell you what, Vieira's got one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in Brevard County in Chase Cromartie.
Yeah, he's definitely putting up numbers. It's good to see them back on the field.
Timeout, Palm Bay.
Got Greg McLeese checking in. I believe he's out in California coaching youth league football. What's up, Greg?
All right, Coach, let's get another ad in here. CalClean is your dependable local pressure washing contractor serving Central Florida. With our professional equipment and staff, we can assure you a professional job completed in a timely manner. Our goal is to make you a satisfied customer for life, providing the best quality cleaning service from janitorial, tile, and grout cleaning, stripping and refinishing floors, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, and roof soft washing at a very reasonable price. Serving most of Brevard County. For more information, www.kelclean.com or 321-505-7006.
You're night and day, man.
I gotta remember which ones I've read and not read. For all your hydro excavation services, call P2K. For more information, contact Christy Dabney at P2K 321-266-0662 and ask for a free estimate. 1st and 10, Palm Bay. They're on 11-yard line. Hand off Pittman right side. Coach has got a little crease. J.R. Samuels there to make a tackle after a we'll call it 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 for Palm Bay. Coach, one thing about that Palm Bay offense, you're there, and all of a sudden this back squirts out. Alfred Reynolds looking for Big Worm to make some plays.
He made a couple on that first drive.
Second and 6 for Palm Bay. Handoff again, goes Pittman, nowhere to go. That is Connor Robinson, meets him in the backfield, loss of 2. Coach, how about as a nose guard last week, Connor Robinson led the Panthers with 6 tackles.
He is strong. Pound for pound, he is strong.
But what does that say for your team, for your defense, that your leading tackler only has 6 tackles?
Yeah, well, we talked last week about last year. They were relying on Devin McDonald to be the cleanup man, but so many times last week we saw that the running back never got to Devin's level.
And I'll tell you this, number 21, the Melbourne transfer, Ramir Davis, will be the best linebacker in Brevard County by the time he graduates high school football. Just a sophomore. Pitch outside of Pittman. He's looking for some room. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. Brought down by no other than Devin McDonald.
Some too low tackling there, trying to go below the knee.
We are under 5 minutes. We got an official's timeout, water break, so under 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Heritage leading 7-0.
Danny Miller joining the broadcast, Bayside basketball coach. Roger Walker, Marietta running backs coach, former Bayside running back, former Bayside coach. He was coaching here at Heritage for a little while before he got the call to coach at his alma mater up in college.
Satellite and Vieira squared away at 7. First and 10, Palm Bay on their own 28-yard line. Down G action goes to Cook. Cook breaks free. Gain of 8.
Palm Bay running through arm tackles right now, Coach.
Coach, you know I'm an offensive guy. I tell you what, Down G's the best playing football. I watch Jace Richardson, Jazeer Payne run it every Saturday for me, and we've run it for 4 years. We ran it when I coached at Melbourne. If it's blocked right, it hits every time. MCC up 7-0 over Space Coast.
Micah Hughes agrees with you.
He knows. He went up against a practice every day. There it goes again. This time he's met with a big stick by Devin McDonald. Good enough for a 4-yard gain and another Palm Bay first down. Coach, that's Dan Burke's offense. He's not looking to go flashy. He's not looking to go 90. He's going to just grind.
Body blows until you bust one. Or you lull them to sleep and they go play action over the top. The safety creeps out more and more and more, and then boom, you go over the top.
First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Heritage up 7-0 with roughly 3 minutes till the end of the first quarter. Here comes Train. Heritage was sitting on that, Coach.
Yeah, that's Mark Ainsley's got his guys prepared.
And Train is one of those plays that when you just fall asleep, here comes the counter.
That's right. Well, like I told you before we went on the air, Mark Ainsley would practice Palm Bay week with no football, so the scout team would not have a football, so they would run plays with no football. So every back out of the backfield should be accounted for, and every gap should be accounted for to get ready for this offense.
2nd and 9 for Palm Bay. Little power set.
flag.
Handoff right side, be a gain of 3, Coach. Usually a flag in that area is a holding penalty.
Booby Cunningham joining the broadcast. Drill sergeant. He's the quietest guy in the world when he was playing in high school. And then one day I heard he was a drill sergeant. I said, you got to be kidding me. That was the last person I would ever expect to be a drill sergeant. But he was also the kind of kid where if he put his mind to it, he could do anything he wanted.
Bryce Harris said no football period was deadly.
Yeah, Bryce was a great middle linebacker here.
2nd and 18 for Palm Bay after the holding penalty. Here comes play action. He's going to throw this one away, Coach. There, I mean, it was a 1.5 receiver route because the receiver on the near side here didn't even. He ran 3 yards and turned around.
Yeah. And it was well covered too. That's, I mean, your 2nd 20. That's a passing situation. So I'm sure that the Heritage players were being told, look out for play action, look out for screen.
Byron Thompson, the quarterback for the Pirates, coaching Zach Emery Foster. I feel like we've been calling his name for 8 years. I mean, I know he's only a senior, but that kid's been making plays for Palm Bay High since he stepped on campus.
And he put on some good weight, too. We saw him down on the field in pregame. He looked a lot thicker than I remember him.
And he's still standing over there with JR. Has no clue that he's over there lined up at receiver. Oh, see now, lulling him to sleep.
Flood.
Pass is caught by Emery Foster. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. It's going to bring up 4th and 9.
Little sprint flood out of trips.
Titusville up 6-0 over Yulee.
Yeah, they were moving the ball, and the holding penalty just killed that drive.
Drive killers.
Yeah, you're going body blow, 4, 5, 6 yards with that 10-yard holding penalty with that offense is hard to overcome. Anna Welsh from BSN Sports tuning into the
2:15 left in the first quarter. Emery Foster back to punt. JR gets this one on the bounce. He gets to the sideline. Coach, and there's Emery Foster making another tackle. Your punters made 2 straight tackles on punts.
Yeah, Heritage winning the battle of field position so far here. Palm Bay's got to find a way to flip the field.
1st and 10, Heritage on the Pirates' 47-yard line. Coach, talk about this trip set here. You got IJ, Cordero, TJ Monroe, and Zay Alexander.
That's nasty.
Pick one.
Yeah, right.
Alexander in motion. Jet toss. Tries to cut up field.
That ain't going to work. You got to keep going.
Great job by that Palm Bay D-line.
You try to get him to overshift to the boundary to trips, and then you go jet to the open field behind it, but there's nowhere to cut back.
Palm Bay's got some speed on that defense. 2nd and 10 for Heritage. Coach Stephen Hughes checking in from Duncanville, Texas. Tenta drops back. Tenta's going to throw a bullet down the middle. He's got TJ Monroe wide open. Out the gates. Panthers strike again.
Great throw there. Great timing. Great read.
Joseph Tenna's 5th touchdown pass of the year, Coach. I mean, that's all he had his whole sophomore season. So
6. He
6.
threw one.
Oh, okay. Jensen Beach.
No, the first touchdown.
Oh, you're right.
Benson.
Tayshawn did catch that one. It was a flutter out. Yep. So that's 6 for Joseph Tenta. Second one of tonight.
I mean, that's what this whole thing was hinging on. You know, if Joe Tenta can take care of the football, the defense is going to win games. But if Joe Tenta can excel and use those weapons and develop chemistry with those receivers, the sky's the limit.
Coach, that was a straight trips vert. Like I said, you got to pick one of them.
Yeah.
2 on 3. He went to the middle receiver down the seam.
Sometimes it comes down to matchups too. Even and leaving. I know Coach Bill Palmer has been working with him on even and leaving. If that defender's hips are still facing you and your receiver gets even with him, that defender's got to flip his hips and accelerate out of his break, and you got to throw that ball right now. And Joe did a great job right there reading that.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Heritage up 14-0.
Rosie Lord, Hall of Fame, Brevard County Sports.
Doesn't work.
Melbourne women's soccer coach joining the broadcast.
I think we're the information highway up here. We got cheerleaders asking us questions, fans asking us questions.
Well, that's what happens when the scoreboard's down. We look like we know something.
O'Galley on a lightning delay over in Orlando against Bishop Moore. Holy Trinity 7, Bayside 0. Pittman's going to field that one at the 5-yard line. Tashawn Towson knocks him out of bounds at the 10.
That's a killer for that offense. When you're starting that deep, Palm Bay's got to find a way to start a drive further down the field. Like you said last time, 90 yards. Now they're starting another drive, having to go another 90.
Yeah, Coach, you know, I know a lot of guys, the special teams GOAT, you know what I'm talking about. He always had he had 3 guys deep. Yeah. First and 10, Palm Bay. Coach, we should probably have a play or 2 left here in this first quarter. MCC up 14-0. Handoff goes Emery Foster. Coach, nowhere to go.
Number 12 on the tackle.
That's Benson.
He catches touchdown passes. He makes tackles in the backfield.
You said last week, you know, him and Devin McDonald were relied on heavy last season. Now that those two just going out there having fun playing football. Yeah. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Get a little sponsor read in, Coach. Solutions Property Management. Located right here in Brevard County, Solutions Property Management would like to introduce themselves as a leading competitor in property management services. They have property managers that have over 16 years experience in a specialized field. Solutions Property Management maintains a disciplined relationship with their current tenants. However, they understand that prompt service with compassion is also necessary to retain a healthy tenancy. Solutions Property Management, www.solutionsrentalsflorida.com, 321-684-7792.
That's your answer. You just need to have the ads on your phone, man. You're just not a paper guy.
I'm flipping back and forth between the stream, the phone, the roster. I need the rosters on paper at least.
Well, the wind was blowing your paper all around last week.
Well, it's a lot different when you're in a press box, too. 14-0 Heritage as we start the second quarter. Palm Bay 2nd and 10 on their own 10. Quarterback's got to keep it. It was a bobbled snap.
Yeah,
Coach,
busted play.
he's going to go out of bounds. Nowhere to go. Thompson will. He's going to lose. They're going to mark him for a 4-yard loss, Coach. Actually, they're going to keep going. So 5-yard loss. So third and 15 from their own 5-yard line. Coach, you got to get some kind of positive yards out of here. You're kicking out of your back line here.
Yeah, it's just a rough start for Palm Bay offense. They had a drive going, but the holding call, and then, they're starting in beyond negative field position each drive. Can't get in too big of a hole against this Heritage team. There's so much talent. We saw last week Satellite had almost every possession. They were third and plus 10.
Handoff left side. It's going to pick up about 9. It's going to bring up 4th and 8. Fourth and 8. Emery Foster back deep to punt. J.R. Samuels deep for the Panthers. Fields this one clean. Going to get to the outside. Down the sideline.
He just outran everybody.
Touchdown, Heritage. J.R. Samuels with a 46-yard punt return.
Coach, he's smooth. He doesn't look like he's going fast, but he's just gliding.
Coach, he can run. You hear Coach Eddie Mays, he's getting happy up here.
I mean, he's gliding. Those
Coach,
guys all took bad angles.
2 weeks in a row, he's taking one back. Only a sophomore, 6'2", 180, J.R. Samuels strikes for the Heritage Panthers.
He's closing in on 100 yards of punt return yardage already here in the first half.
Well, go ahead and put it on notice. The next 7 opponents for the Heritage Panthers, I wouldn't kick the number 1.
Just don't let him get outside. Funnel that inside. Don't give him the edge.
Oh, he's got vision too, Coach. He'll take it up there. Pooch kick is good. Heritage up 21-0.
You know things are going right when Heritage is getting extra point after extra point, too.
Yeah, they've had some woeful kicking problems the last couple of years, haven't they?
Palm Bay needs a good return here.
They gotta have start at least on their own 20.
Crucial to have a good return here to stay in this game.
And I goes, Coach, they technically do got 3 guys deep. They got one sitting at about the 18, and then the deep man at the 10. But those 2 guys got to come in tighter. They're too wide.
Yeah, the Heritage kicker's done a great job placing the ball the last couple kickoffs.
Emery Foster's going to field this one. Nowhere to go. He's going to get to the 26-yard line. Better field position for the Pirates.
And they're not going to get out of their game plan. They're going to keep body blow. They're going to keep doing their thing. And they're going to try to chip away at that lead.
Foundation Academy is 6. Cocoa Beach 0. First and 10, Palm Bay on their own 25-yard line. MCC's up 21-0 over Space Coast. 10:15 left in the second quarter. Heritage up 21-0. Emery Foster does a quick. Ball's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 5.
That's a long windup for a smoke screen right there. You got to get that ball out quicker.
I believe we got a timeout. Heritage. Coach Ainsley wants to make an adjustment. Hydro Excavation Services. Call P2K for more information. Contact Christy Dabney at P2K 321-266-0662 and ask for a free estimate. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the million-mile warranty, located on Irwin Ave in Melbourne on 192. Rich's Auto Tech is your trusted local resource for car repair of all makes and models. Rich's ASE-certified mechanics will ensure your vehicle is fixed correctly on your first visit. Rich's Auto Tech also offers free loan of cars for their customers as well as other service perks. 321-726-0636 or visit richesautotech.com. Second and 10 for Palm Bay. Coach lined up in the gun for the first time tonight. Trips to the near side. Oh, snap goes through the quarterback's hands. He's rolling right. Going to throw this one out of bounds. It barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. There is no tackle box when it comes to intentional grounding. The ball just has to get past the line of scrimmage now. Third and 15 for Palm Bay. Thompson takes a snap, hands off inside, got a little trap. Conrad Bryant, first one on contact after a 2-yard gain, 4th and 14. Satellite 14, Vieira 7. Holy Trinity 14, Bayside 0. Melbourne and Merritt Island tied at 0. Coach, you kicking the one again?
Got
to get this thing out of bounds.
Yeah.
He's going to sky kick that one.
There you go. You give your coverage some time to get down there when you do that.
And Heritage starting another possession on the plus side of the field, Coach.
Yeah. But, it's 4th and 14. It's a repetitive theme against this Heritage defense. Last week we saw time after time. Satellite was 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 16. We're seeing tonight Palm Bay's in 3rd plus.
You can't be behind the sticks.
I mean, they're that good.
First and 10, Heritage on the Pirate 43-yard line. Tenta lined up in the shotgun. He's got trips bunch set to the wide side of the field. Tenta takes a snap. Little draw play to Judah Knight. Gets to the edge. Great blocking again by Keegan Matchell. Coach, he is blocking his butt off tonight. Judah Knight gains.
There's guys there.
18-yard run.
He's not taking great angles, and
all that was a quick delay.
Yeah, and there was a guy in the backfield. There was a guy 1 yard downfield.
Timeout, Palm Bay. Clean is your dependable local pressure washing contractor servicing Central Florida. With our professional equipment and staff, we can assure you a professional job completed in a timely manner. Our goal is to make you a satisfied customer for life, providing the best quality cleaning services from janitorial, tile, and grout cleaning, stripping and refinishing floors, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, roof soft washes at a very reasonable price. Serving most of Brevard County. KelClean.com, 321-505-7006.
And similar theme last week also. Heritage starts every drive on the opponent's side of the field.
I'll tell you this, Heritage offense looked better to start tonight than they did
Yes.
against Satellite last
Yes.
week.
They've gotten better every week so far in the first half.
5:18 in the second left in the second quarter. Heritage 21-0. Handoff goes to Judah Knight, 2-yard gain. My fiance tuning in, Darian Simpkins. She didn't come tonight. Came with us last week. Can't blame her. She was probably bored out of her mind.
I'm sure. That was awesome, though. She did a ride-along to see what it's all about.
She's very supportive. She loves the football stuff. Well, that's what she tells me, and she shows it, so I enjoy it. Tenta drops back, throws a jump ball to Alexander, one-on-one, out of bounds. Catches it. Got to keep that one on the front side shoulder, Coach.
Did you see the end of that Minnesota-Nebraska game last night?
Unfortunately, I had no choice because Spectrum, wants to turn off cable at 8:05, and
I would have rather been watching the Florida-Utah myself, but Minnesota went down there with 2 minutes left. They threw an out route down in the corner of the end zone, and that kid drug his foot.
Coach,
and the little black pellets came up, and it was about 2 inches.
He ran that post corner. It was nasty.
Oh, it was nasty.
You know who's at Nebraska now?
Who?
Gus Felder. My OC at Melbourne.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What's he coaching?
I'm sure he's still doing the strength conditioning. That's where he's been. University of Miami, University of Georgia. He was with Matt Rule with the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
So, Cocoa up 3-0 over Venice.
You know that one's going to go down to the wire.
Coach, Venice got stroked by Armwood last week, and Armwood's one of those teams that they're really good one year, then you don't hear about them, then all of a sudden they pop out of nowhere and they're.
Who did they beat? Armwood beat somebody in the Classic. Somebody good in the Classic.
Not sure. I didn't pay that much attention, but
I think Armwood might be a squad this year.
I mean, they were real good when Melbourne made that playoff run.
Oh yeah, they won a couple state titles.
3rd and 8 for Heritage.
21-0 Heritage.
Coach again trips to the short side of the field to the boundary. Tenta takes a snap. He's going to roll right. He's going to keep this one. Going to go out of bounds at the line of scrimmage.
He had a guy too. When he sees the film on that, he's going to be frustrated with himself. He had that out route open. They put those trips to the boundary for Palm Bay to shift guys over to the boundary, and they had that whole field to work with, and he had a guy wide open, just didn't let it go.
Coach, I just have to laugh because I'm watching Palm Bay talk smack to Tenta. I don't know what's funny or what could be said losing 21-0 that you feel entitled to go run your mouth. But I guess, like you said, a lot of these cats know each other. And
yeah.
4th and 8 for Heritage. Tenta looks like he's running with a limp.
Well, he's a 4-year starter, and he started COVID year when he was 13 years old and took a beating.
Yeah, Cocoa Tigers came to town.
That whole year they did Tier 1 and Tier 2 in Brevard, and it was rough.
Tenta takes a snap, throws it quick straight down the seam.
Touchdown.
Nope, he's going to be short, Coach, at the 4
there
yard
it is.
line.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Keegan Matchell on the reception.
First down.
1st and goal, Heritage. Nice play call on 4th and long. Coach Tenta is limping, and he's going to come out. Benson's going to check in at quarterback.
That was a great throw. It looked like Heritage might have had a receiver run the wrong route because they had two guys right on top of each other where that catch was made. George Moore tuning in, former offensive lineman, Bayside High School.
Tayshawn Benson in at quarterback for the Panthers. Coach, and that's one thing we've said. This Heritage team is going to go as far as 6 can take them because they don't have a backup quarterback listed on this roster. Handoff Judah Knight up the gut. Nowhere to go. Big Palm Bay Pirate defensive line there. And they're going to give them about a yard gain. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
I think Joe's just cramping up a little bit. He's getting a good stretch over there from the best in the business.
I got to get
Enrique Luna.
Y'all call him Doc. I call him Uncle Enrique. We used to hang out when I was in high school, and his wasn't a classroom. It was a closet at Mel High. It was a side coach's office. 2nd and goal for Heritage. Hunter, 21-0 Heritage. Hunter Turner playing quarterback for Georgia Southern. Benson's going to keep it around the right side. Makes one man miss. We got flags all over. He's in for a touchdown. Heritage. Let's see what this flag is.
He's so hard to bring down.
See, Coach Nick Blank knows about Doc, Uncle Enrique. Been a trainer in Brevard County for 25 years.
I don't think he's ever misdiagnosed anything.
Touchdown is good. Face mask on Palm Bay. So Tayshawn Benson's 4-yard touchdown run counts. Puts the Heritage Panthers up 27-0 in the middle of the 2nd quarter, pending the extra point.
Dr. T. Dozier knows all about Doc Luna.
Coach, I'm going to have to assume that there's not very many teams that have ever put a running clock on Dan Burke.
No.
And I know these aren't the old school Dan Burke teams from Palm Bay that he's had, for all those years, but still one of the best, if not the best football coach Brevard County's ever had, the winningest coach in Brevard County history. Heritage up 28-0. 5:15 left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, he was gone for 4 years.
So Bird was there for
coming back after 4
2
years. He's essentially rebuilding to get it the way he wants it, and it's pretty much like year 1 all over again.
He's got some good young coaches over there, and Mitch Brown, Stuart Brown.
Great coaching staff.
Ray Watkins came back home, MCC graduate. He's been grad assistant at the University of West Virginia the last few seasons. He's over there helping with the defense.
Got Mike DeGore.
DeGore's here. Bada. I will never be able to pronounce his name.
You got it?
No, his real name.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know that wasn't his real name. So.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know what it is. Panucci can pronounce it. Braden Davis with a kick. That one's going to go land in lane number 3 on the track. Palm Bay will take over on their own 35-yard line, Coach, their best field position of the night. How about Coach Ed Kinzel over there grabbing the tee?
Coach transformed himself. He's in great shape.
Coached at Palm Bay High when they won their state titles.
Yes.
Coached, I think, was it Stone Middle School back in the day?
Been coaching a long time. He's a great guy.
First and 10, Palm Bay. Thought it was the 35-yard line, but they put it at the 30, so first and 10, Palm Bay from their own 30.
Joe Palmieri tuning in. Melbourne JV baseball coach.
Your assistant for forever, right?
Yeah, former Heritage JV baseball coach.
Joe, they need your help. This baseball field's looking rough.
He knows all about getting the field right. He's been there and done that.
Ramir Davis closing in. He'll get credit for the sack along with Harpe for the Heritage Panthers.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought Palm Bay was going to stick with the game plan and just keep the body blow, 4, 5, 6 yard, try to chip into the lead, but they've come out in trips. They're throwing the ball.
9-yard loss for the Pirates. MCC up 21-0 over Space Coast.
At this point, you got to do whatever you got to do to get points on the board before the half.
We are 7 points away from a running clock here in the second half unless the Pirates are able to strike and get some points on the board. Second and 20. Thompson under center. Delay a game on Palm Bay. That'll be a 5-yard negative penalty. Second and 25. Well, Coach, I think Palm Bay found out real quick that the Heritage Panthers aren't Bayside High School. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Heritage 28. Palm Bay 0. Second and 25 for the Pirates. Thompson under center is going to hand off left side. There goes Pittman. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle, running over the Heritage defenders. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down by Conrad Bryant at the Heritage 36-yard line. That's the big play the Palm Bay Pirates needed.
That was a great run. He broke a couple tackles on that. That's what I thought we would see from Palm Bay was just stay with the grind, stay with what you do, stay with your identity, and chip away at the lead. You know, now they flip the field. They cross midfield.
Coach, and Tayshawn Townsend's got to come up there and you got to tackle with your shoulder pads in your hands. You can't just come up there and bump like he did because Pittman let him know it was coming. He's the left side. Pittman's going to be brought down by Ramir Davis.
Timeout on the field. We're under 4 minutes, last I heard.
Is that my cue for another read? Best Private Investigations. When it comes to private detective work, you won't find a more engaged or better equipped agency than Best Private Investigations. BPI specializes in many types of investigative services, including background checks, asset and fraudulent cryptocurrency recovery, civil and criminal cases, cheating spouses, child custody, fraud recovery, identity theft, cybersecurity, surveillance, and tracking, executive protection, and missing persons. If you need help, don't settle. Go for the best private investigation services you can get. 321-508-4492. Second and 10 for the Pirates. Handoff goes to Cook, left side. He's going to pick up about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Heritage.
Heritage defense has a nickname, Swarm Gang. When they get multiple guys around the ball, that's when they're effective. But they could clean up a little one-on-one tackling so far here in the first half. But when you Swarm Gang, you got help. Palm Bay City Councilman Kenny Johnson tuning into the broadcast.
3rd and 8. Handoff. Pittman breaks a tackle. I'm sorry, that's Emery Foster lined up at tailback, Coach. He's going to fall forward for a 4-yard gain. Brings up 4th and 4.
This is huge here for Palm Bay.
Hard count here, Coach?
Absolutely. if you've got the timeouts, that's a good use of one.
Thompson takes a snap. Is going to drop back to pass. Going to try to throw it in the flats. He's got Cook.
First down.
Brought down by Ramir Davis.
That was a nice job dropping that ball in there.
Kivaris Cohen also on the tackle. 1st and 10. Palm Bay on the Heritage 19-yard line. Coach, nice drive here for the Pirates.
Yeah, this is crucial. Like you said, they're a score away from a running clock. They had to, at minimum, flip the field here.
Ball's on the ground, recovered by Cook.
Man.
Coach, that's just on the quarterback.
And that's happened to them. You know, they had a good drive going earlier, and they've dropped a couple snaps tonight. Had a big holding call. Every time they get some momentum going on offense and they're moving the ball, they make a mistake.
Timeout, Palm Bay. Solutions Property Management, located right here in Brevard County. Solutions Property Management would like to introduce themselves as a leading competitor in property management services. We have property managers that have over 16 years experience in this specialized field. Solutions Property Management maintains a disciplined relationship with their tenants. However, they understand that prompt service with compassion is also necessary to retain a healthy tenancy. We got to work on Alan's spelling. 321-684-7792. Third and 14.
28-0 here.
Handoff goes to number 0. He's got absolutely nowhere to go.
Now that's
Larry Johnson.
That's not where you're going to get Heritage.
Fourth down and 14, Coach. This is all but the passing down here. Vieira 21, Satellite 14.
Right before second half.
Merritt Island scored. Merritt Island up 7-0 over Melbourne. Coach, I missed the play. I was reading something. What happened? Coco 10, Venice 0. Palm Bay kicking a field goal here, Coach.
I don't know if they have a kicker.
They appear to be coming out like they got one.
I mean, I know they have a kicker, obviously, but I don't know if they have a kicker capable of.
So you're telling me they got one on the roster.
From the right hash. Wind.
Looks like he's a lefty, though, Coach. Luis Martinez. High snap.
No good.
No good. Heritage takes over 1st and 10. I don't know how much time's left right before half.
We're working to get you a time here remaining in the half. The scoreboard is not working tonight, in case y'all were wondering.
Thirty-two seconds. I figured they'd at least run this clock here, but 32 seconds left until halftime. Heritage up 28-0. Quick tunnel screen. Alexander can't get out of bounds.
That was almost dangerous there. Number 33 for Paul Bay read that and dropped. Was just a step short of getting a hand on that ball.
Here, they're just going to have one play, Coach. They're going to have one play left here. First down stops the chain. Clock is now running. Tenta takes a snap. Gives it to Alexander. He makes a man miss. Makes another one miss. Brought down. They're going to see if they mark him inbounds or out of bounds.
It'll stop on the first down.
It should stop. Heritage ball boy's got to help himself out here and be a little slower with the football there. First and 10. Clock has not yet started. Now, again, goes to Alexander. Coach, that should run it out. That will be halftime if you're Alexander. He's got to get out of bounds.
Yeah. But you see the talent there, one-on-one. Not a lot of guys out there that can make that play one-on-one with him in the open field. He's just got to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Coach Eddie Mays wasn't happy there. Halftime, folks. I don't know if we're going to let you listen to the band or what Daryl Duran and Chase Alexander behind the camera have for you, but I'm putting the headset down for half. All right, Coach. Looks like we're still live. Cocoa up 10-7 over Venice. Heritage up 28-0. Coach, that Heritage band might be one of the best in the state. Definitely the best one in Brevard County.
Yeah, my wife was in the Palm Bay band back in the day, and they had over 100 members. Tonight they were down to about 30. But there was a time where the Palm Bay band was at the level of Heritage band. But yeah, this good performance there. Drum major Trey Hancock, younger brother of Benny Hancock, who played here at Heritage, and then the other younger brother Marcus is in the secondary for Heritage. Had a pick last week against Satellite.
Satellite, yeah, number 29.
Coach Jason Birchfield was with us there for a little bit, former Bayside and Viera baseball coach and Palm Bay baseball coach. Now professional fisherman, doing what he loves out on the open seas.
Coach, my man Brady play basketball?
No.
No?
He tried. Why, you
No,
trying to put together a squad?
No. AAU basketball. 3-2-1 countdown. Supersonics basketball. Looking for a development, fun, family-filled environment for you, your up-and-coming basketball player? Check out the Countdown County run September 10th at Jolie Smith Rec Center from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 3-2-1 countdown. Supersonics basketball. Got to give my boys a shout-out. You know, I coach a bunch of them. Looking for some more athletes.
Tony B, BSN Sports, joining the broadcast. I told my coworkers my little Friday night hobby, and I shared the link with them. Had a few of them tune in. That's pretty cool, man. Bunch of good people.
Palm Bay set to kick off here to start the second half. Heritage up 28-0. We got no clock, so we'll update you when we can. I.J. Cordero is going to return this kick. And he's going to be sandwiched in between two Pirates at the 32-yard line. Heritage take over 1st and 10.
Heritage offense looked great in the first half, Coach.
Coach, they put up 28-0. They can try to get 7 here. You showed me the Hurricanes are winning. Who are they playing? Was that Methodist University or something?
It's a good way to fire up a Florida State guy. Show them something in Miami. It doesn't matter what it is.
This Gator next to me, Florida, the JV game was on Thursday night, and the ESPN cut it off. So wasn't enough people to watch. Tenna's going to look to throw. Throws it at the O-lineman's feet. Big Worm applying the pressure for the Pirates.
As frustrated as a Heritage coach may be right now, at least he didn't throw a pick. Yeah. He didn't fumble.
2nd and 10
He's
here.
He's just got to take care of the football.
He is going to get intentional grounding here. Kenny Johnson likes the Methodist University. I think the Hurricanes are beating them 10-0. Not even sure who they're playing. John Mallinger tuning in. Yes, that is not us. That yelling is not coming from the BSN broadcast team. We are in a press box full of both teams' coaches, so do with it as you want. 2nd and 20 for Heritage. Loss of down and a 10-yard penalty. Handoff Judah Knight around the right side.
Slip. Oh, he got tackled.
Playing on that inside foot. He will pick up 4 yards. Coach Mallinger, Heritage up 28-0. Your boy J.R. Samuels with a punt return for a tutty. 3rd and long for Heritage. Tenta takes the snap. It's going to throw the screen. That's I.J. Cordero. He gets to the edge. I.J. Cordero punishing the Palm Bay defender after about a 21-yard gain. 1st down, Heritage.
So many weapons.
Vieira up 28-14 over Satellite at halftime. I.J., the Bayside transfer, just a junior.
Speed.
Pure playmaker. Played on my 12U team a couple years ago, Coach, and just deadly. Get the ball in his hands, get him an open field. One of those cats, he definitely needs to get in the weight room, put some weight on him because his athleticism and his speed is there. Handoff, Tayshawn Benson. Nice cut. Nice stiff arm.
He's so hard to tackle.
Gets down to the Pirate 34-yard line, an 11-yard gain, 1st and 10, Heritage.
That was a great job reading his lead block. He had a great lead block there by the other back out of the backfield. And then his ability to cut, shift. He's going to be playing on Saturdays. There's no doubt about it.
I think he holds an Iowa State offer right now.
Yeah, he got that when he was a sophomore, I believe.
Tenta takes snap, hands off Judah Knight. Judah Knight cuts up field.
Hanging on for dear
Emery
life.
Foster holding on after about a 2-yard gain.
It's great balance by the Heritage offense. You got 2 back, you got 1 back, you got trips. You can throw the short smoke screen pass. You can throw the ball down the seam. They've got so many weapons. They do a good job balancing it all out, keeping the defense off balance.
Tenta takes a snap. Hands off Judah Knight up the gut. Palm Bay blitz brought down by number 33. Malik Gay on the tackle for the Pirates. 3rd and 8.
And they're across the 40, so they're in 4-down territory.
Coach, if you're Heritage, you want to punch this one in and get this running clock.
And like you said, that doesn't happen often against the Dan Burke coach team, but, you know, he's essentially in year 1 of a rebuilding, you know, to get it the way that he wants it.
Tenta draws back. Throws the out route to Matchell. He's going to be close to a first down. He's upended.
He's got it.
Number 3, Antoine. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Frederick or Frederick on the tackle. That's good enough for a Heritage first down.
They've got so many weapons. This is a Heritage I've never seen. They rotate defensive linemen. They've got 4 or 5 guys who catch the football.
Coach, is Alex Petit on the Heritage roster? Number 9 is Alex Petit. Playing safety for the Panthers. Tenta out to Benson in the flat. Going to be tackled around the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Heritage.
Benson in the open field. That's a great recipe right there. That's, you know, they went to him on the touchdown. First touchdown of the game, they got him in the flat. He's a matchup nightmare in open field.
Handoff Judah Knight. Coach, he's going to nice hard run. Judah Knight is going to be brought down about the 2-yard line. I think my old man's getting old. He thought he scored.
Don't you talk about the Silver Fox.
No scoreboard here. Judah Knight up the gut. Great stop by that Pirate defense. Host of them. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Coach Blue, you know what I want to say right here? Get your rear end under center. You got a 200-plus pound quarterback and run gosh darn quarterback sneak.
Yeah. I did know you were going to say that.
Foundation Academy up 41-0 over Cocoa Beach. Stretch to the left side. Touchdown, Heritage, Judah Knight. Pending the extra point, we will go to a running clock here in the 3rd quarter. Kristen Butcher says, hey, Blue.
Hey, congratulations. She hit a great milestone. She's all done, ready to get back to normal. She went through some stuff, but she's a trooper, and everybody was rooting for her, and we're really glad that that's all over with and you can get back to your normal life again.
Oh, bad snap. Coach, there goes your running clock.
You got a date tonight or what? You keep talking about this running clock.
Your son's waving at you. Hey, speaking of, let me talk about your sons for a second. If it ain't Brady, it's Benny leaving his water jug at the field. Every night, got to go pick it up. It's either Brady or Benny in the locker room.
That's my life.
Michael Flynn, go blue, Michigan Wolverines. It's our time now.
I love it. Number 2.
Titusville 13, Yulee 7 at the half. Does anybody know if the O'Galley game got underway? I know they were in a lightning delay in Bishop Moore. 34-0 here at Heritage, midway through the third quarter.
You know, this might be the best, most talented and deep Michigan team I've ever seen in my lifetime.
I want you to play the underdog role that you played the last 2 years. Don't get them hopes up. You know, everybody wants to talk about Florida State, right?
We're number 2, though. How do you be an underdog when you're number 2?
Well, ball goes out of bounds. In the end, they're going to put it at the 1-yard line. So Palm Bay will get it at the 30.
They don't have Charles Woodson, though. But that's a once in a 2 lifetime, 3 lifetime player. But
so for you, is Michigan got to make it to a college football playoff game and win one? What's a successful season for the Michigan Wolverines?
Well, barring injuries,
because Gator fans will go 0-9 as long as they can win one game and go 1-9.
We have to beat Michigan State. We have to beat Ohio State. Those are musts. That happens before the Big Ten championship. But obviously, after the last couple of years of getting to the playoff and losing a national champion Georgia, and then what happened at TCU, 2 pick sixes and we lose by 6. We definitely want to get to the Natty, and they've got the tools to do it.
Palm Bay 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Little counter inside to Cook. He'll get a yard. 2nd and 9 for Pirates as they trail 34-0 to the Heritage Panthers. Duke, I don't know if anybody from Palm Bay showed up up to this point.
David Fitzgerald joining the broadcast, pastor at City Church on Emerson. Great, huge supporter of Heritage High School through the years.
2nd and 9 for the Pirates in the gun. Thompson looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Receiver had no clue Larry Johnson was down the field. Didn't flip his hips. Try to get back outside. 3rd and 9 for Palm Bay.
Scores 34-0. Somebody asked.
We will try to keep you updated. There is no working scoreboard here. What am I looking at, Duran? MCC up 28-6. How's Miami doing against Methodist University? Pittman around the left side. He's got nowhere to go, Coach. Oh.
A great run.
Coach, he made a cut like he was coming backwards and then decided, let me get what I can get, and he scored it through there for about a 6-yard gain.
If there's one weakness I've seen tonight from Heritage defense, it would be one-on-one individual tackling.
Yeah. Merritt Island 14, Melbourne 0.
And not from everybody, but there's been some missed tackles.
No, we are not at a running clock. Heritage missed the extra point, so it's 34-0. Fourth and 4, and Palm Bay draws the Panthers off sides, and I bet Joe Cohen's going to take that young man out because he's got plenty of D linemen in the rotation.
Yeah. I like this Michael Flynn guy.
He can't get it twisted. I'm not a Wolverine fan. I'm a Knoll fan, but I'm not going to say we're back yet. We need another 10-win season
You know,
plus.
it's funny, though. You guys wanted Norvell fired, and then with like in a 2-month span.
Well, I mean, there's no time for patience these days with the portal. Handoff. Nice tackle. Harpe and Connor Robinson on the tackle. The only thing that's back about FSU, Mike, is I'll be at your house to watch them beat the Gators again this year.
Not if Michigan, Ohio State's the same day.
Oh, yeah. I'll be playing football with Benny in the front living room.
Superstition going on. You got to uphold your end of it.
2nd and 10 for the Pirates. Thompson takes a snap, drops back to pass, throws it quick. That's number 5. He breaks a couple tackles. Neil Anderson on the reception for the Pirates. First down, Palm Bay.
Feel a sense of urgency here by Palm Bay to get some points on the board and keep this thing from getting out of control.
It's 34-0 Heritage. Midway through the third quarter, we don't have a working scoreboard, so I do not know the time. Down Jeet around the left side. That's Cook. Tough run. Gain of 5.
One minute left in the third.
Thought that's what I heard. 2nd and 6 for the Pirates. Here comes Train backside. Emery Foster's nowhere to go. Squatting on it. Number 43. A.J. Hunter. Sophomore linebacker.
I saw something awesome pregame on the field tonight. I saw Mike DeGore and Joe Cohen give each other a hug, and it lasted for a few minutes. And, man, I tell you what, that gave me goosebumps.
Pirate teammates, Gator teammates.
But Brevard legends, man.
I think more than anything, it's great to see Mike DeGore back on the sideline.
Oh, absolutely.
Thompson drops back. He's looking. He's going to keep this one. Runs out of bounds.
Heritage new rubberized track, looking beautiful.
Most schools in the county got them now, right?
Yeah. It was concrete from opening until this year.
Is that going to be the end of the third? For all your hydro excavation services, call P2K. For more information, contact Christy Dabney at P2K 321-266-0662 and ask for a free estimate. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the Million Mile Warranty, located on Irwin Ave in Melbourne on 192. Rich's Auto Tech is your trusted local resource for car repair and all makes and models. Rich's ASE certified mechanics will ensure your vehicle is fixed correctly on your first visit. Rich's Auto Tech also offers free loaner cars for their customers as well as other service perks. For more information, call 321-726-0636 or visit richesautotech.com. Solutions Property Management, located right here in Brevard County. Solutions Property Management would like to introduce themselves as the leading competitor in property management services. They have property managers that have over 16 years experience in the specialized field. Solutions Property Management maintains a disciplined relationship with their current tenants. However, they understand that prompt service with compassion is necessary to retain a healthy tenancy. www.solutionsrentalsflorida.com, 321-684-7762. Kel-Clean. Kel-Clean is your dependable local pressure washing contractor serving Central Florida with our professional equipment and staff. We can assure you a professional job completed in a timely manner. Our goal is to make you a satisfied customer for life, providing the best quality cleaning services for janitorial tile, grout cleaning, stripping, and refinishing of floors, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, roof cleaning. For more information, kelclean.com, 321-505-7006. Start of the fourth quarter, 4th and long for Palm Bay. Throws it out to Emery Foster. Makes one man miss. Coach looks like he's got enough for a first.
Down. Big first down.
Do we got a flag on the field? Nope, no flag. First down, Palm Bay.
It keeps the game alive. I mean, you might think 34-0 is insurmountable at this point, but it is not.
It is 1 point away from the running clock.
Not impossible. Oh, there was a holding call. You were right.
Well, I thought I saw a flag. Holding on Palm Bay. That'll negate the first down.
It's going to make a 4th and 14, 4th and 15.
Heritage up 34-0.
Cocoa 17-7 over Venice.
They're down 21-0. Melbourne just struggling to get anything going on offense. Thompson rolls out right. Ramir Davis and Connor Robinson for the sack. Heritage takes over on the 49-yard line.
Seems like that Ramir Davis, whenever he's on the field, you call his name.
Coach, he's all over the place. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody says. I watched this young man grow up. I watched him play at Melbourne, start as a freshman for Panucci last year. And I've watched him in 2 games. He will be the best middle linebacker in Brevard County by the time he graduates high school.
There it is. You heard it.
Ramir Davis.
You've been saying that.
And I'm not talking about just his play. The young man's great GPA. The young man is a student of the game. His football IQ is through the roof. Timeout, Palm Bay. Get one more sponsor in. Best Private Investigations. When it comes to private detective work, you won't find a more engaged or better equipped agency than Best Private Investigations. BPI specializes in many types of investigative services, including background checks, asset and fraudulent cryptocurrency recovery, civil and criminal cases, cheating spouses, child custody, fraud recovery, identity theft, cybersecurity, surveillance and tracking, executive protection, and missing persons. If you need help, don't settle. Go for the best private investigation service you can get. For more information, 321-508-4492 or visit online at bestprivateinvestigations.com. That's the only school we've been at, Blue, that I've ever heard him tell the students in the fourth quarter, start getting your ride home now. Ain't nothing worse than being an admin, having to stay here till 12, 1 o'clock because someone ain't got a ride. 1st and 10 for Heritage on the Palm Bay 49-yard line. Tenta takes the snap, throws the bubble to Alexander. He's going to be brought down about the 38-yard line. Good enough for a Heritage first down. The South Florida commit.
It's hard because you have to give him cushion so he doesn't run by you, but you give him too much cushion, they get the quick smoke screen, and that's one-on-one in the open field.
First and 10, Heritage, 39-yard line. Handoff, Judah Knight. Nowhere to go. That's number, looks like 18 for the Pirates.
16.
16, Billy Brown on the tackle.
Somebody got their face crossed.
Loss of 5. Second and 14 for Heritage, up 34-0 over Palm Bay early in the fourth quarter.
Palm Bay digging in here. They do not want to run a clock.
Tenta throws it to Alexander down the middle of the field. Down to the 19-yard line. O'Galley and Bishop Moore still in a weather delay. Coach, Palm Bay walked the safety down, had nobody in the middle of the field.
They've got the talent to hit you. You can't be right.
Number 18 is Zeke Amy, the basketball player, converted to wide receiver. Checks in at wide receiver. Top of your screen. Handoff Judah Knight. Loss of 6. The coach actually, he lost more than that. They keep walking backwards. Loss of 10. Great job by that Palm Bay defense.
Is that Jamal Williams?
Yeah.
Jamal, what's up? Coach Odom tuning in.
Odom from Tusculum.
Yes, sir.
Brevard County legend.
Yes, sir. He used to come by and recruit. It was always fun having him in the coach's office. He always had a great story, great energy, always smile on his face. It was contagious.
Coach, coaching point for Heritage here. They scored 28 in the first half. Palm Bay's done a great job in the second half.
Yeah, they're digging in, man. They don't want that running clock. There's one thing to lose a game, but nobody wants to have a running clock because then you got to hear about it from your neighbors for a year, you know. So they're digging in, man. They're giving it a fight.
5 minutes left and 5 minutes and change. I missed the seconds, but kind of hard to see the referee's fingers from way up here.
$34-0 Heritage.
Heritage having trouble getting lined up here in the second half, Coach. Trips bunch to the top of the screen. Tenta sends Knight up. Throws a screen to IJ.
They're slow developing there.
Brought down after a 3-yard loss.
They really wanted to get that ball out sooner.
Coach, how tall is the young man, number 18, that checked in from? He's got to be, what, 6'5", 6'6"? 18? Throw a jump ball up to the corner of the end zone here. Put Petit in. I know he's got some height.
Is that Ezekiel Aim?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, Ezekiel Aim is a great basketball player.
Palm Bay playing with the O-line here, running some stunts. Oh.
Face mask.
He's not going to, Coach, we saw that face mask up here. We got no penalty.
The side judge got it.
Oh, did he?
Flag, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, number 18, Ezekiel Aim, one of the best basketball players in Brevard County.
15-yard penalty. It'll still be third down. I think Heritage has a package here where they throw the ball up to number 2.
No.
No?
No, they got enough weapons. They don't need to be doing tricky stuff to D-line them.
Dino Colonna tuning in. Longtime Palm Bay AD. Tenta draws back. Tenta's going to throw this one up. No, falls incomplete. Couldn't tell who that was intended for. Is that Benson, Coach? Looks like Benson.
Yeah. We might need to be going to the optometrist here soon, you and I.
Last time I went was bad luck. I'm going to stay away for a little bit.
I skipped a year. You get Daryl some binoculars, right? Get you some binoculars, help us out with the numbers.
You still owe me a jacket.
That's going to take some time. Long fourth down here.
Tenta draws back. Jump ball. Isaiah Cordero through his hands. Coach Joseph Tenta is not moving around very well right now.
Yeah, he's been limping on that leg most of the game.
Official timeout, a water break. Michael Flynn says his wife works as an eye tech. He'll hook you up with a Michigan fan discount.
Nice.
He didn't say that part, but he did say she could hook you up.
I'll take the Lloyd Carr special, please. I think you have to be family to get the Bo Schembechler special, or even the Fielding Yost special, but I'll take the Lloyd Carr special.
Merritt Island starting to run away on Melbourne, 27-0.
Damon Miner tuning into the broadcast. Miner's Pool Service does a great job.
Looking for your children to play basketball, reach out to 321 Supersonics. They got open runs on September 10th. Jolie Rec Center from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. AAU basketball. Rich's Auto Tech, Kel Clean, Best Private Investigators. Sponsors tonight, P2K Clearing. Solutions Property Management, and P2K Services. For tonight's broadcast of the Heritage Panthers and Palm Bay Pirates. 2-yard gain is going to bring up 2nd and 8.
I have to say that this game, you know, Palm Bay struggled a little bit on offense to get momentum. They had really bad field position based on kick returns early in the game. Defense was put in bad spots. Heritage had the ball on the Palm Bay side of the field most of the first half. Palm Bay is a lot better than what we're seeing tonight, but Heritage is that good.
Mr. Libertor, no, nobody's playing tomorrow. We're all off. Our next home game at West Melbourne will be September 30th, October 14th, and October 7th.
What a
Big
catch.
lineman catching the ball down the field. How about that? Quarterback barely got that one off.
Big guys got to eat too. That was a nice catch.
Mike Moffitt Heritage 34, Palm Bay 0. Cook up the gut, gain of 4. Well, we're going to. That referee over there goes for. Moves every time he sets something. So, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
I know this isn't going to sit well with Palm Bay people, the outcome of this game, but I wouldn't panic.
I wouldn't panic. They've had a great second half.
Yeah, well, and not only that, but Heritage is that good. And so if you're a Palm Bay fan, you're going to be okay. But Heritage is – Daryl made the comment earlier, is this the most talented team that we've seen at Heritage? And I would say it's going in that direction. I wouldn't say that absolutely right now, but it's definitely going in that direction.
Handoff Pittman. Wow, great job by that Swarm gang defense all over the place for only a 1-yard gain. Coach, Heritage is back home next week against Centennial. Used to play them a lot when I was coaching in Melbourne. Don't know who's coaching them down there now, but they are home against Centennial next week.
And then the week after that, that's going to be quite a showdown. At Oviedo on a Thursday night, BSN will be broadcasting, Brevard Sports Network broadcasting from Oviedo. That's going to be quite a game.
3rd and 7 for the Pirates. Thompson rolls out right, throws it quick to Emery Foster. He's going to be a yard short. Kivaris Cohen on the tackle. Fourth and short. First down, Palm Bay. My man Benny Smalls. OMG Hibachi Grill. Not this year, buddy. Oh, he just waving at Coach Durant. He don't care about me no more.
That's his buddy.
$34-0 here late in the fourth quarter. Heritage on top. Handoff left side. Cook with a gain of 4.
Tay Farmer joining the broadcast.
Got a game tomorrow against Stetson. It'll be on ESPN Plus if you got it.
Man, did he put up numbers last year?
Led the NAIA in rushing.
I wasn't surprised. I mean, I know what he's all about.
4 minutes.
He's just going to keep
4 minutes
getting better
left here in
and
the
better
ball
too.
game. How about a little wing T action from the Pirates? Emery Foster gets a jet sweep. He's going to fall down. That'll be a loss of 5.
Very hard to get lateral on this defense.
Coach, and the Panthers got a lot of substitutes in right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're still playing good football. We're down to 3 minutes left here. Heritage 34, Palm Bay 0. Mark Ainsley looking to pitch his second straight shutout as a defensive coordinator for the Heritage Panthers.
And the Classic, they didn't give up any points either. Their Jensen Beach had 2 points on a safety.
Thompson drops back. He's going to chuck this one deep. He's got Emery Foster. Ball is going to be broken up by Cohen. That'll stop the clock. Forty seconds left. Fourth and 11 for the Pirates. Thompson's going to keep this. Oh, he's got Devin McDonald's right there. Turnover on downs. We should see nothing but the victory formation for the Heritage Panthers. Coach, what's your thoughts?
Well, a well-played second half by Palm Bay's defense. Heritage defense is, on paper going into the season, everybody said how talented they were. Could they live up to the hype? Are they going to gel and develop chemistry quickly? And, all those, not necessarily egos, but confidence coming from different places. And I tell you what, the defense is the real deal, and the offense has gotten better every week. This Heritage team may be living up to the hype that everybody put on in preseason.
34-0 Heritage over here in the victory formation against Palm Bay. Heritage will be at home next week against Centennial.
But, Palm Bay's in the same situation that Satellite was last week. Don't lose hope on having a great season because you played Heritage early. This Heritage team, it's like playing Coco early. I think Palm Bay can rally and still have a great season.
Xavier Larisi with an 80-yard punt return for the Commodores. Finally underway at Bishop Moore. They're up 12-0. That'll be the ball game. Your final: Heritage 34, Palm Bay 0. Tune in tonight. Brevard Sports Network Walk-Ons post-game show. We'll see you live. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.